Hello everyone. Today we are gonna learn about how to create a VLAN and VLAN trunking using a packet tracer. So first let us learn what is a VLAN. So VLAN is a virtual LAN. It divides one physical network into multiple logical network. So for example, let us assume this is our floor 1 and this is our floor 2, and in our floor 1 we have student 1 and faculty 1 PCs, and in floor 2 we have student 2 and faculty 2 PCs. So student 1 wants to communicate with student 2, so this is only possible by VLAN. So student 1 communicates with student 2 without knowing what they are communicating by faculty. Faculty doesn't know what student are communicating. This is possible by only VLAN. And here another thing is trunking. So what is trunking? Why do we need them? So we need trunking because multiple VLAN must travel over one physical line. So if trunking wouldn't have exist, so what you have to do is you have to use student 1 and student 2 for a separate wire to communicate. So trunking between switch 0 and switch 1 makes us possible to communicate between a floor 1 and floor 2. So these are the core concepts that we are gonna need today. And now let us move to our packet tracer. So what we are gonna need here is, first we are gonna need a switch. So a default switch we are gonna use. Okay, so here is switch. We're gonna need a 2 switch, switch 0, switch 1. We can name it 2. We'll name it afterwards. So here we are gonna need PC, like in our example that we saw. We're gonna need 2 PCs. Okay, so here we are gonna need a PC. So let us, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a connection. So connection between a switch and this let's do this connection between different devices. We use you guys might already know, we use a straight through wire. So for similar devices we use a crossover. So this is the wire symbol of a crossover. So now let's name this PC. Let's name this PC student PC, student PC 1. Student PC 1. Okay, and we are going to name this faculty PC 1. We'll name this student PC2. Let's do this, and okay, let's do this. Now first we have to assign an IP. So what we're going to do is we're going to give an IP. So for this student PC1, I'm going to give we'll give the class C IP address, which is, let's give this a 2. Okay, and let's give this a default. Okay, this is for the student 1. Now we'll give an IP address for student 2, which will be 19. Okay, which will be similar to that, but I'm gonna give this 3. And for this one, the default gateway will be always 1 at the last. Okay, so this is an IP address for the student 1. Now we'll give an IP address for the faculty 1. We'll give class A IP address. Okay, so class A IP address will give this 0.0. Let's give it 2. Okay, so let's do this, and given default gateway will be always 1 at the last. Okay, now we'll give an IP address. This is 2 only. So we'll go to desktop, we'll go to this, we'll give this and 3. So we will do this one. Okay, we give this 3. I don't want to get confused. So okay, I think yeah, now we are set. I think we have assigned all the IP address to this fixed PCs. So now what we are going to do is we are going to write a code for VLAN configuration. So for that we are going to go to our switch 0, we are going to go to CLI, we are going to do enter. Okay, now for this what we are going to do is first we are going to show we have this command, so VLAN break. So what this command allows you to see all the activity that is going on. So there are none. So for now there are none. So now you are gonna assign a VLAN. Okay, so let's configure a VLAN. So to enable, write enable. Once you do enable, you'll get a hashtag command. Okay, so now what you do is you config, you can just write you can just write this config t, and yeah, now you get something like enter configuration command. So now you can write a command in configuration mode. So what we are going to do is let's write VLAN 10. Let's create a VLAN 10. Okay, once you create 10, we are going to name it. So what we are going to name is student. Let's create a student 1 or one VLAN. Okay, let's do that. Now we're going to make another VLAN, which is VLAN 20, and name faculty. Let's do faculty 1. Okay, now you're going to do exit. Okay, now once you're going to do exit, okay, exit, do this. Now so VLAN bit, once you type this, now see VLAN 10 and 20 is created and the name is student 1 student 2. This is how you configure a VLAN. So this is done in our switch 1. Now again the same VLAN configuration should be done in our switch 1 as well. So here what you do is again same process, enable it. Okay, once you do is config t. Okay, once you do this, now you make a VLAN, same process. No, sorry, VLAN 10 name, now here name student 2. Now this will, let's create a VLAN 10, this will be for student 2. Okay, so once you do this, again VLAN 20 name faculty 2, exit. Okay, now so VLAN break. So once you do this, it will show you created. Now it is created. So once you do this, you have configured a VLAN, but just configuring it doesn't help. You have to assign port as well. Just hover your mouse cursor over here. You see a cable name FH01 FH0/1. So what we are going to do is now we are going to assign port. So by assigning port, switch will understand from where all this communication is going to happen and all that thing. So for that you have another code for assigning a port. So now let's completely exit from this. So you'll have a new switch. So what you're gonna do is again enable config t. Okay, config t. Once you do this, now write int, just over your mouse over here, and you will get which wire or which configuration is gonna do. So for here I have FA0/0/1. So this is gonna be our configuration 2. So just press this, write switch port switch port mode access. So once you write this, you're gonna press enter. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna assign a port. Once you assign a port, switch port access VLAN, I think it's VLAN 10. So let's first assign a port VLAN. For FA01 we are assigning a VLAN 10. So once we do that, now we are gonna assign FA0/2 to switch to just press the upper key and you will get the previous written code. So switch port access VLAN 20. So press enter. Now exit. Now so so once you do this, now do so VLAN brief and VLAN brief. So now previously what you saw is port FA0/1 and FA0/2 was in default. Okay, so this was in default and we had no any port assigned to our VLAN 10, VLAN 20, which was student 1 and student 2, right? But once we assign our port, what we can see here is 10, our VLAN 10 student 1 has now a port of FA0/1, and our VLAN 20 has faculty 1, which is VLAN 20, has a port assigned FA0/2. So now this we have done in switch 0. Now we'll do the same thing in our switch 1. Okay, so let's do exit first. Okay, short form of enable is en. Okay, en. So just do this and config t. Do this, you go that, and same step, FA0/1, which is a switch port mode access. Okay, so again same process, switch port access VLAN, VLAN 10. So as the this spelling right, now we can do that. Now we can do it for another port, which is FA0/2. We'll assign this to our VLAN 20. Once you do this, do exit and do this. Now do so VLAN brief. Okay, once you do this, now again you'll see the same thing. Our VLAN 10 student 2 now has a port of FA0/2, and our VLAN 20 faculty 2 has a FA0/2. Now you have assigned, you have configured a VLAN, you have assigned a port for our VLAN. Now what another important step is trunking. So we have already discussed why we need trunking, because our VLAN needs to communicate with each other, right? So without trunking it is not possible. So now what we are going to do is we're going to do trunking. So for that trunking, again come to our switch 0. Okay, come to our switch 0 and here press enter. Okay, once you do this, now what you're going to do is, okay, first do exit, again enable config t. Okay, now you do this. Now it's simple. So again hover your mouse over here. This is FA0/3. So what you're gonna do is FA0/3. What you're gonna do is, now int, we're gonna trunk over this port. Okay, FA0/3. Do this. Now first for trunking, use this command, switch port mode trunk. Don't worry, I will post all the command in the this video description, so you don't have to worry. So once you do this, now your trunking is activated. So okay, so you can do this, and again for this you have to do similarly you have to do for the switch 1 also. Okay, so do this config int fa0/3 switch switch. Oh my god, wait a minute, I think I messed up. Switch code mode let's do this, exit, do this again, do exit, and again for verification do show VLAN grid. Again here fa03, here you don't see in default, that means fa03 is activated for trunking. So this is how you verify it. Okay, so now go back. Now the main, I think now everything, your VLAN and everything is set up. You assigned your port, you assigned trunk. So now the main verification part for testing and validating, now we have to go to again command prompt, and our student PC 1 must be able to communicate with our student PC 2. Okay, so we are going to do is ping 192.168.1. I think I gave I forgot what I gave, so I have to quickly see what I was doing. So 3. Okay, so 3 was the 3 I don't need this. Okay, so I think 3. Okay, yeah, 3. So student 1 is communicating, it is getting reply from student 2. But similarly, if you do ping 10.0.0.2, which is the IP address of our faculty 1, it should not be able to communicate, because we have not assigned port. They cannot communicate and they are not in the same network. So see, we are getting request timeout. That means it is not able to communicate with each other. Okay, and this is how you verify that your VLAN has worked, you have configured it correctly. Similarly you can go to faculty 1, and similarly you can check is it getting reply from 3. I think it is getting reply. See, it is getting reply, it's getting reply. Similarly do 192.168.1.2. It's taking time, so this means, see, it's getting request timeout. So this means this is not able to communicate, and our VLAN, the VLAN we created is successful, it's working perfectly fine. And this is how you create a VLAN using a packet tracer. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.